So we met up after, and we did it the wrong way around, really. We became a charity through lots of hard fighting through Peter's uncle, but we shouldn't exist, really. We're a group of people that shouldn't really know each other. You know, we became a charity. We're also a limited company now because we were getting jobs in off Sky News and MGM Studios in California.
I was going to say, Cops and Robbers becomes a good analogy for your current model in a way for me, because it feels to me that you've arrived at a place, haven't you, where you're doing, you know, one or two bits that we might even vaguely just call straightforward commercial, but you do some contracts with standard organisations, DW, you know, work and pensions, the governments and stuff like that, and they're commissioned, and they might be about social themes and might also involve you recruiting people, and you know, and that's all part of training and education. And then somehow you create enough capital and space and enthusiasm amongst yourselves to also then do the work for nothing, like, you know, almost that Robin Hood model, the stuff that you really want to do as well, which is make the films about your recovery community. So you've got this lovely, I suppose in other people's language, you've arrived at this incredible mixed economy space, haven't you? Like, you know,
it's not where we want to be, but it's where we are.
Yeah.
We, as individuals working here, we still throw our time in for gratis for the recovery stuff we want to do. But I was going to say it's universal balance. This is the way I see it. I do think the universe has got a great sense of humour. When you think with the amount of work that I used to give to prisons personally, I used to give the police a lot of work, I used to give counsellors a lot of work, probation a lot of work, all these organisations, doctors, health departments, I used to give them a lot of work in my addiction. And now they give me a lot of work in my recovery. It just all swung around. Now, you know, we're making dementia films for the health board. We're making alcohol awareness films for them. We're training their media department. We're doing films for the police. We've got the jail in again on Wednesday. They want to do stuff again. We do. What do they call it? DWP. We work with their furthest from the job market, they call it.
Yeah. But I was sharing in another interview I did with David about how we managed to get hold of some of that furthest from the job market money in the very early days for Penryn House. In order to avoid drug money, we took DWP money instead, like, you know.
We run training academies for them because, you know, what's involved in filming is very transferable into life. You know, the soft confidence building, the budgeting, the communications. There's so much, you know, the planning alone of a film, and of course the creative stuff. But there's logistics involved. There's all sorts of stuff involved that can help support people in their own life. You know, they might not have learned. You know, I think everyone comes here. I think this year we got up to 330. Oh, it might be worth saying that we're based in a Cold War nuclear bunker on the outskirts of Wrexham because it's ideal for TV studios and recording studios and edit suites.
Known as the bunker for short, yes.
Yeah, so, and we've just created this space now. This is going to be like a community classroom and whatever it needs to be on the day, really. And then we're creating bunker gardens out the back. That's why I was a bit loud before. We're digging ponds and creating nature gardens, recovery spaces for people. So we're turning what was quite a derelict site into something quite beautiful. For people that just need that space.
Marcus, it's amazing, your project. It's really hard for us to really capture what it means and who it touches, but you know, I find it mind blowing, really. You know, And I mean, for me, I don't know about for you, but for me, it says something about recovery. When I think about some of the really good recovery community stuff, it isn't the stuff of the treatment recovery. So that's the stuff sitting in the rooms, doing the AA meetings, the NA meetings and stuff like that. That's one part of the process. And as you've already described in your own journey, at some point the hospital's really important, the rehab's really important, and then sitting in the AA, the shared space stuff is really important. But actually, this real community stuff is about getting people round different passions or interests, and yours is very much centered around film and music. I mean, I love the fact that you the other day were in this really big Welsh music festival with, Focus, and there you are, you're connected to all that, so that's great. We know you mentioned our good friend Sarah earlier. Her passion is with people in that huge Growing for Change project, which is all centered around 15 and 20 people producing masses of food for restaurants and stuff like that. You met me in the really lovely project we did for about 12 years, just taking people up mountains. So I think there is something about creating this lovely hub that's kind of away from the clinical walls, if that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. And I remember you even brought some of those people back down a mountain with you as well.
We did. Yeah. I only ever left one up there.